this is my room. I'm in here every day. I sleep here, I go on my computer here, I do some of my homework here, and I make all of my videos inside of this room. And of course, you've seen it in the background a lot in my videos, and a ton of you have been asking for a room studio tour type thing because you see me make upgrades and you want to know what's going on. So that's what this video is. I'm going to take you around this room and show you how I make my videos, the kind of stuff I use, the stuff I used and don't use anymore, and that kind of stuff, and just show you a little behind the scenes of this YouTube channel. And I'm giving it to you now because I'm actually moving to a different room in the house in a couple of months. It's a little bit more appropriate, it's better, the sound will be better in that room, it's a little smaller, it's carpeted, and I'm pretty excited to move in there. But this room right now, this studio slash bedroom, will not change until I move up there. So this is kind of like the final early 2015 version of my studio. So before I do change it and go to another room, I figured I would give you guys a tour. So let's get into it. Alright, so I'm doing this live because I felt a live recording, it just better suits this kind of personal behind the scenes video. So if you have any questions about anything I talk about at all, leave them in the comments below and I will be down there to respond. Also, all the major things that I go over or mention will be linked in the description below if you want to go check it out for yourself. So I want to start off with filming equipment, and the first part of that is actually 3 things you can't see, and that is the camera I'm recording on, which is the Canon T3i, which has a Tamron 17 to 50mm f2.8 lens on it, the microphone, which is a Zoom H2n plugged directly into the camera, and then both of those things are on top of a Manfrotto monopod with the 3 feet and a fluid head. It's the monopod I actually just bought recently, and I've been loving it so far. So the lighting I use, there's one over here and 2 over there. Those are just generic softboxes. I probably didn't even get the best deal on it, but I will put a good deal in the description below. Lighting is so important with video, so buying those very early on was a great choice. The tripod I currently use is a Magnus VT4000, and I really only use the tripod to put my camera on when I'm recording live at my desk. For everything else, I really use this monopod now, but I bought this tripod a long time ago, and it's only around 200 bucks, and it's a fluid head, and honestly, it's just a great entry-level video tripod, and I've been very happy with my purchase. And then the last thing there is a mic stand, and that's what the Zoom H2n goes on. So let's get into the actual tables of the setup, and I say tables because the whole setup is kind of, or the whole studio is kind of organized in tables. There's the computer table desk, there's the work in progress temporary table, and then there's the work table. So we'll start over there at the work table. And when I call this a work table, that's exactly what I mean. The things on this table are being worked on or are used for work or that kind of thing. It's all directly related to work. Over there are products, and 3 of those products, which are the keyboard, the headphones, and the mouse back there, are part of the December giveaway, and the winner never responded, so I will be selecting a new one. So hopefully it's one of you guys. There's actually a Moto G 2nd generation there, and a lot of you have asked me when my review of that is coming, and I wasn't actually sure if I was going to make one, but I definitely am now, and I will be doing a giveaway of it in February, so definitely look forward to that. There's also a GPU over there that I reviewed and never used again. So in the center here is just tools, and all these tools are like I've used at least once a month, so they just kind of stick around here. And I didn't clean up for this, so this is just kind of how it looks on a daily basis. There's some miscellaneous stuff there. Up there is some camera stuff. There are some lenses for the Canon T3i, and then some stuff like SD cards and whatnot, and USB sticks, SIM cards, that kind of stuff. Up there is actually an iFixit toolkit, and that thing is awesome. There are so many tools in that toolkit. If you're a nerd and you do anything with tools, that will have you covered. I use it to adjust the monopod right now because it uses some weird screw bit things. Right under that is just phones and like display models and iPods and stuff. There's the Editor's Keys SL150 up there, the Cooler Master Quickfire Rapid Stealth, and another Manfrotto monopod over there that's not as good as this one, so I don't really use it. And then moving down, we have a camera light, some other camera accessories, an SSD that will be going in a new PC build coming eventually. I'd give it like a couple months, but one is coming. And then just some more miscellaneous stuff. A lot of things on this table are just miscellaneous, and then actually under it are just a bunch of miscellaneous random boxes. But it all has to do with work, so that's the work table. So let's move on to the temporary table. So I called it the temporary table pretty intentionally because there's usually not that much stuff on it, and if there is, that stuff is usually going to be off of it pretty soon, because the only things that go on this table are my current video project stuff. Like, if I'm doing a video on something, it'll be on this table until that video is done, and then it moves, so it generally stays pretty clean. And as you can see right now, the two things on it are two laptops. That is the new Dell XPS 13 and the MacBook Air 13-inch, and I'm doing a video series comparing the two at the $1,000 price point. The first episode should actually be out this weekend, so if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe and stick around, because that series is going to be awesome. Behind that is just some headphones with the cables tucked in and stuff like that, and there is a headphone stand, the boxes, and back there is actually an air purifier, which is awesome to have in your room if you get a lot of dust. An old box my grandfather gave to me with a bunch of engineering tools, and it's actually pretty awesome. And then a duster, which is also good if you have a room that gets a lot of dust. And then we move on to the main portion of the setup. So this is the computer desk where I work at every day to make videos, to edit videos, to upload videos, to play games, to do my homework, to write essays, all that kind of jazz. And I guess the first thing I should talk about is actually the chair. That is a Herman Miller Aeron, and a lot of you have probably heard of that chair. Retails for like $1,000, which is probably not worth it, but I picked it up for just $300 on Craigslist. I highly recommend getting a good chair if you spend a lot of time at a desk, because not only will it be more comfortable while you're sitting there, it'll be a lot better for your back and your body in the long run. So a $300 investment for a good chair for 6 years, in my opinion, is a very good deal. Now let me just roll that out of the way. So moving on to the actual desk itself, the first thing I'll talk about is the speakers. Those are the M-Audio AV40s. I have really enjoyed them. I actually hardly even use my headphones at my computer anymore because those produce good enough sound quality that I don't need to put studio monitor headphones on. So I've been really pleased with the M-Audio AV40s. And then actually on top of this one over here is a Passport, or a Western Digital Passport, which is kind of just like a portable USB hard drive to back up stuff on, and I back up my videos on that. And this remote that I just grabbed off of there, this controls the LEDs behind and around the setup, and the receiver is actually down here, but you can set it to any color you want. If I want it to be red, I would just click the red button, and they all turn red. And there are a bunch of colors you can set it to. There's also modes like flash, there's strobe, and fade, but I usually keep it on white or blue just because those go best with my setup. And I picked that up for just like $40 on Amazon, and there's a million sellers of like the same thing, and for $40 this thing looks awesome. So moving over, actually still over there, right next to that is the Editor's Keys SL600. That's the microphone I use for voiceovers or for Skype or something. It's just a desk microphone when I'm not recording into the Zoom H2n. And then I guess up there is the Subscribe throw pillow that I bought a long time ago, linked below, I don't know where I bought it. And then a custom mechanical keyboard with a paint job and custom keycaps. I did that a while ago. Shout out to you if you were subscribed when I did that. It's got to be like 6 months ago now. But that I never really wanted to sell that keyboard because it was like, that was a really cool series on my channel, so it has some sentimental value, so I just kept it around. And so down here is the Corsair MM200 mousepad, the extended edition. And I did a review on this probably a good year ago, and it's still in great condition. I absolutely love that thing. And I'm actually using a full-sized Apple keyboard right now, and I know a lot of you will be like, wait, you like mechanical keyboards so much, what are you doing? I also really like the scissor switch chiclet style keyboards. I think those feel awesome on your fingers and are really easy to type fast with. So using that keyboard is actually really efficient for me because it's quiet, I type really fast, and it feels good. So honestly with keyboards, it's just personal preference, whatever you prefer. To the right of that is the mouse. That is the Logitech G602. It's a wireless gaming mouse. It's kind of like the new gaming version of the Performance MX, although a little bit less ergonomic. And it gets the job done well. The battery life on that thing is insane. I got it, I'd say like 8 months ago, and I've probably changed the battery only like 2 or 3 times in 8 months. And that's just incredible. And that's what you want with a wireless mouse. To the right of that is the Audio-Technica ATH M50X headphones, which kind of sit there. I don't really use them on my computer, as I said earlier, but if I'm like going on a trip or if I'm just using over-ear headphones, otherwise I will be using those. And then I did save the monitor for last intentionally. This is a 21:9, 29-inch Acer monitor with a resolution of 2560 by 1080. And I love the ultra-wide form factor because it's really good for productivity and it makes video editing really easily because you have all that horizontal space for your timeline when you're video editing. And I just really like it because it kind of serves the function of dual monitors, but is just one monitor. Although I do want to upgrade. I want the curved 34-inch LG 3440 by 1440 ultra-wide monitor. That thing looks awesome, but it's also like $1,000, so I might get it. I don't know. I actually emailed LG and was like, hey, that monitor's awesome. Can I get one? And they haven't responded, but I'll let you guys know if they do respond. So up there is the Logitech C920 webcam. That's kind of just like the standard high quality webcam. It records 1080p. It looks good enough for Skype and that kind of stuff. So that just gets the job done. And then the stand it's on, actually I gotta take you over here to see that, is, I don't really know the name, but it's like a gas lift stand thing that just goes on the desk, and it helps keep everything super clean. And I really like that about my desk, that it looks clean because of that. And I picked that up for like $60. I kind of wish I got a higher quality one, like an Ergotech stand or something, but it gets the job done, and I didn't spend too much money, so I'm pretty happy with it. And I guess what else I can talk about is the desk. I believe it is an IKEA Linman, although don't quote me on that. I will link it in the description, or I'll try to find it. But I did pick it up at IKEA. It's just very cheap. It was probably like $40 for the whole desk. Obviously, it's not very high quality. But when I do move to the other room for my studio, when I move the whole studio, I will probably get a different desk as my computer desk. And other than that, that's really it. If you have any questions about anything I went over in the setup tour, just leave them in the comment section below and I will respond to you. All the links will be in the description. When I do move everything into the new studio, I will probably do another tour to show you guys what it looks like in the updated room. But until then, thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more content like that laptop comparison, that's going to be awesome. Subscribe, and as always, stay classy.